and I don't think I like you.
Hello?
My name is TalkingTina, and I'm going to kill you.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Welcome everyone to the Spaghetti Theater for the Spaghetti Theater Review, where I find myself back in the Twilight Zone again. I just love it here. And once again, I'm back in Season 5, the final season, which had many good episodes to offer. Like the one I'm gonna look at right now. Episode 6, Living Doll. Yeah, one of the more popular episodes, amongst fans anyway. And for good reason, of course. If I had to pick a scariest episode, this would probably be it. So far anyway. It stars none other than KOJAK himself, actor TELLY SAVALAS, as this guy, Erich. A real downer of a husband and stepfather, who just hates this talking doll that his stepdaughter, Christy, has acquired. So unlike KOJAK, it's not, who loves you, baby? It's more like, who hates you, baby? In this darker Twilight Zone episode, considering that this cute little doll actually threatens murder.
My name is TalkingTina, and I'm going to kill you.
So let's get right to it, shall we? And unlock this door with the key of shit. I think I may have lost the key of imagination. Thank God I borrowed the gun of imagination from Charles Bronson. Yeah, oi. I was a conscientious objector. I just want to grow my melons and be left in peace. Bang! We're through. Shit, broke a window again. Take cover. Flying clock at 11 o'clock. We're in the Twilight Zone now, bitch. And hey look, a glorious 1963 station wagon for all your Leave It to Beaver needs. Hell, this could be the Beaver's house for all I know. As this lady and her daughter return home from shopping to a far less joyful TELLY SAVALAS here, who they seem to want to avoid.
I want you to run upstairs with your present.
Even though he's the father figure of this household. You know who hates you, baby. So he stops them in their tracks and gives them that, I'm over here paying the bills and you're out spending my hard-earned dough on useless garbage look. That kind of look. When mom's like, well, yeah, I bought little Christy here a TalkingTina doll.
She doesn't need another doll.
Because, well, it talks, of course. And for 1963, that had to be cool as shit. Hell yeah. And to think, I was so pissed when all I got for Christmas was regular Alf and not Talking Alf. My parents were so cheap. And even though Christy is in love with TalkingTina, and Christy herself is an adorable little girl,
Tina does everything. She moves, and she can talk, and I just love her.
Daddy KOJAK is still this cold-hearted dick, all pissy.
For heaven's sakes, Anna, a doll like that would cost...
Cause, well, yeah, TalkingTina was probably expensive, and he's probably the sole breadwinner of this household, but still, KOJAK, how can you make this little kid cry? Because he finds a way, because he can't stand dolls that talk.
Will you shut that thing off?
And she runs out of there in tears, leaving TalkingTina behind. Shame on you. What a dick. I know who hates you, baby. She's just a little girl, and you're acting like the Mariner in Waterworld.
Well, I drew it for you.
You don't draw on anything, you understand?
You know, she's just a little girl.
Grow the fuck up, Telly. And look, you've pissed off your trophy wife, too. She's way too cute for you, too. Telly, you bald, child-hating, doll-hating asshole. Sorry. I like you, KOJAK. You're just playing sort of a miserable asshole here. So good job, TELLY SAVALAS. Way to knock it out of the park. But hey look, apparently TalkingTina agrees with me, cause...
My name is TalkingTina, and I don't think I like you.
Yeah, that shit just happened. Well, that was weird. Quick, swing over to Rod Serling. Clearly he must be lurking around TELLY SAVALAS' house somewhere. And yep, he is. So what's the deal, Rod? Did that doll just say she didn't like KOJAK? And Rod's like, yep.
She is a most unwelcome addition to his household.
KOJAK is fucked, everyone, because he's about to follow TalkingTina right into the Twilight Zone, bitches, which we are already in.
Twilight Zone.
So back to KOJAK, who winds up TalkingTina to hear what other enlightening things she has to say to him.
My name is TalkingTina, and I think I could even hate you.
More threats. Now, she's accepted the fact that hating KOJAK's baldy-headed ass is quite a feasible thing for her. You go, TalkingTina. I already hate this prick too. This, however, does not enlighten Mr. KOJAK, who tosses TalkingTina right across the room and into the nearest wall. Kaplat. Well, that was stupid, KOJAK. I'm sure that's just gonna piss her off and...
My name is TalkingTina, and you'll be sorry.
Yep, I was right. Idiot, KOJAK. Make amends now and buy her the most expensive dollhouse that you can find before she kills your ass. Well, that will have to wait, because here comes the old ball and chain again. To find that her KOJAKian husband has thrown TalkingTina across the room and on the floor, like the big, bald baby that he is. Shame on you again, KOJAK.
I don't like what it says.
She is a gentle woman. Can't you see that? He tries to show her that he's not crazy. Only when he winds up TalkingTina, she only says nice things now, making KOJAK look the fool.
My name is TalkingTina, and I love you very much.
Yeah, well, that's not what it said a minute ago.
Good one, Tina. So, what this guy's beef seems to be is that he married this lovely woman who was already with child, Christy, from a previous marriage. And now she's with KOJAK, who just can't accept the fact that he's not her real father by blood. And for this, he lets it bruise his ego so much that he has to treat them both like there's some kind of constant strain on his life. And at the same time are plotting against him, I guess. A bit paranoid he is, which again makes him kind of a dick and not a great father figure. However, he does want to try at least, and apologizes sorta to Christy for being such a party pooper before.
It's alright, Christy. It's all Daddy's fault, okay?
Who sorta loves you, baby? So cut to dinner time, where Christy has invited TalkingTina to the table, who, when no one's looking, winks at KOJAK just to fuck with him. She was serious, KOJAK. Shouldn't have thrown her against the wall like that.
You'll be sorry.
Mom, being thrilled to see her daughter so happy, comments on what a good playmate TalkingTina is. When KOJAK snaps in again, like a dick, to dampen the mood even more with his bullshit.
Lacking a brother or sister, is that what you mean?
I didn't say that.
But that's why you bought the doll, isn't it? Sort of a reminder?
Take it down a notch, KOJAK. No one suggested anything like that. Paranoid nut. Everyone's not out to get you, KOJAK. Chill out. So what? She's not really your daughter by blood. And I guess they're unable to have their own kids or something, which seems to be what's making him like this. Perhaps his manhood feels bruised because of this, so he takes it out and needs to, which is a shitty thing to do.
May I take Tina?
Not outside. You can show it to Linda later.
So everyone leaves the room, and it's just KOJAK and TalkingTina now, all alone. That's when TalkingTina shares her true feelings for KOJAK with KOJAK.
My name is TalkingTina, and I'm beginning to hate you.
Beginning to hate him. That's understandable, so he threatens her back.
My name is Erich Strainer, and I'm going to get rid of you.
Annabelle would hate you, Christy would hate you, and I would hate you.
Only yeah, KOJAK, you're already on thin ice with these two ladies, with your pissy attitude and all. And this doll must be alive, because it knows everyone's name.
Annabelle, Christy.
Weird. So KOJAK toys with the toy.
Oh,
Do you have feelings?
Oh, she has feelings, alright.
doesn't everything?
The feeling to kill. KOJAK, who hates you, baby?
Then I can hurt you.
Not really, but I could hurt you.
She's right. She's made of durable 60s plastic. You're made of doughy TELLY SAVALAS, flesh and blood. So the wife returns, as KOJAK suggests that she must have put a walkie-talkie into TalkingTina to make it communicate with him like that, and threaten to harm him. He then starts flipping his shit again, and accusing his wife and stepdaughter of doing this, as some sort of revenge scheme against him, because they hate his ass that much.
You and Christy are trying to get even with me, isn't that it?
Which they might if he keeps this shit up. Stop jumping to wild conclusions, TELLY SAVALAS. At least they're trying to make this family work.
Isn't she sweet, Daddy?
He just can't figure out why the doll only talks to him when no one else is around to hear, making him look even nuttier every time. So cut to later that night when KOJAK finds TalkingTina sitting alone in the barn. Haha, he thinks. Now's his chance to fulfill that threat he made to a doll earlier and get rid of this freak already. And that's what he does, even though TalkingTina warns him about this shit.
You are going to be sorry.
He drops her in the trash can anyway and closes the lid. Good riddance to a loudmouth toy. Or is it? You know who hates you, baby. So cut to even later. I guess, as Kojak chills out in the couch, cracking walnuts open and eating them. There you go, Kojak, finally relaxed and not exploding on your family. When little Christy comes in looking for her beloved Talking Tina doll.
Where's Tina, Daddy?
Cause, as we know, Kojak, Mr. Father of the Year, tossed the friggin' thing. And now, this cute little kid from Little Girl Lost wants it back. Even Mom's curious as to where Talking Tina is, and suspects Kojak did something, naturally. Just leave this guy, lady. You can do better than a pissy, nut-cracking Kojak. You're way better looking. Your butt's way better than his, too. You go, girl, wearing pants in the early 60s, thanks to Mary Tyler Moore making it cool. Pants equality!
Great ass! Great ass! And you got your head all the way up it!
So, alone again, he thinks he's won, or something, when the phone rings and he answers it. Who could this be? Why, it's Talking Tina, calling from the bottom of the garbage can, somehow with a death threat for Kojak.
My name is Talking Tina, and I'm going to kill you.
Take that, Kojak. Now you know who hates you, baby. Go suck on the lollipop, you big asshole. Tina's pissed now. Kojak demands an answer from whoever the hell is fucking with him, only gets no response on the other end of the line.
Hello?
See what you did now, guy from Kelly's Heroes? So he goes right into the barn, of course, to see if Talking Tina is still in the garbage can. And nope, she's gone. Found her way out and ran to the nearest payphone, she did, after strangling a 12-year-old for a dime. Back inside, Kojak finds that his wife is still looking for the doll. When he goes and has an episode,
You and Christy!
he tells her all about how he tossed that stupid doll in the garbage can. But now it's gone. He wants answers. Only so does she, asshole. You threw a little girl's beloved doll into the trash. Perhaps if you had been nice to Talking Tina, this wouldn't be happening. And everyone would be happy. You dick. Only no. Now the doll wants you dead. He then tells his wife about the phone call.
I'm going to kill you.
Because now he can't figure out how in the hell she even did that. And is convinced that she couldn't have done. So it must be that innocent little girl Lost. Christy. She's the culprit. She's the one doing all this. So Kojak runs upstairs to see if she has the doll and bum bum bum. There she is, alright, in Christy's loving arms. Only how? Did Christy get her out of the trash? Seems unlikely. Only now the doll's eyes open and more threats to Kojak from a doll.
I told you you'd be sorry.
She did. That's true, Kojak. She did tell you that. Talking Tina then wakes up Christy to warn her that this monster of a Kojak stepfather is trying to steal her away again.
Christy, wake up, Christy.
So she wakes up and begs this pudgy jerk to give it back. She loves that doll. Just give in, Kojak. Make amends before that doll kills you for this. Christy begs and begs.
Tina belongs to me.
Even calls him daddy.
Daddy, please.
When he replies with,
I'm not your daddy.
damn it, Kojak! You're not winning any points with that one. Now Talking Tina's probably gonna cut your balls off, you idiot. So it's to the barn again with Talking Tina, where Kojak puts her head in a clamp, like he's Joe Pesci in Casino or something.
I got your head in a fucking vice. I'll squash your fucking head like a grapefruit.
You die.
Fuck you! Fuck me, you motherfucker! Fuck my mother! That's what you fucking tell me! Fuck my mother! That's what you...
Only Talking Tina is a master of dealing with pain.
I can stand this if you can.
And is really well built too. Because even Kojak's mighty doughy guy's strength can't pop this thing's eyes out.
You make me pop your fucking eye out of your head to protect that piece of shit!
So then he tries to torch it to death. Only flames can't touch her. Bum bum bum! Now what? Aha! The electric saw! Should have thought of that first. So now he tries to saw the bitch's head off. Right as his wife walks in and finds him doing this. Now he looks even crazier, and only adds to it by shoving her away. I guess he's fearing for his life at this point. But it's his own fault for being so dang unfriendly.
Daddy, please.
I'm not your daddy.
So he keeps trying to saw its head off, only getting sparks. And after all that, hasn't even managed to scratch the thing. Which, to say the least again, is
Weird.
I'm Dr. Leo Manville, Department of Public Health. This is Dr. White.
Well, strange. An electric saw really should have done the trick. Only she's fine. So he throws her into a sack, ties it off, and tosses her back into that garbage can again. Only to ensure she doesn't escape this time, weighs it down with 3 cement blocks. Plus, there's no way little Christy has the upper body strength to move those 3 blocks. So take that, Talking Tina. You know who hates you, baby. Well, now it's official. She's definitely cutting your balls off for this shit and mailing them to my buddy for some reason. So cut to the wife, who's finally had enough of this shit, trying to saw Talking Tina's head off. What's the final straw for her? And she's packing her shit, taking Christy and getting the hell out of here, and moving on from this awful relationship. Only, seeing that it's come to this now, he begs her to stay. Don't even think of trying any of that who loves you baby crap on her now. Even though, according to this episode, she doesn't even exist anyway. Yeah, that was her too. Same actress. Fun fact about the Twilight Zone.
Well, that's the way it goes.
But back to KOJAK, who not only is an insufferable bore, who just sits around eating walnuts, but is seemingly so filled with unwarranted hate for the people he's supposed to love and support.
You and Christy. I'm not your daddy.
That his own wife is not only leaving him, but suggests that he see a shrink.
You better see a good psychiatrist.
She hates you, baby. He then caves and says that he'll give her the doll back, hoping that will make it all better.
I'll give it back to Christy. Would that solve things?
Will it though? So back in the basement, he releases Talking Tina from the trash, who is quite unforgiving.
My name is Talking Tina, and I don't forgive you.
So yeah, again, we know who hates you, baby. So shut the hell up, Talking Tina. So, piss poor Daddy KOJAK returns Talking Tina to little Christy, who is overjoyed to be reunited with this murderous talking dog.
Oh, Tina.
Aww. So cut to the middle of the friggin' night, when KOJAK is woken up when he hears the sounds of Talking Tina's motorized innards. Then the wife wakes up, and the sound immediately goes away, making him look nuts again. Oh, Talking Tina, she's not gonna let this go.
My name is Talking Tina, and I don't forgive you.
So KOJAK creeps out of bed to go investigate. He peeks in on Christy and, hey, where the hell's Talking Tina? If I were you, KOJAK, I would get my ass back in bed right now. She's probably downstairs, sharpening knives or something. So he starts to head downstairs after hearing that motor sound again when he steps on Talking Tina, who's just lying there in the stairs, loses his balance and tumbles all the way down, then plops to the floor like a beached walrus. Then Tina, who took the tumble with him, lands directly in front of his face, right before he, dies, I guess. Yeah, KOJAK's dead from this bad fall down the stairs, caused by Talking Tina. It's happened before, I'm sure, only not because of a possessed doll.
I'm going to kill you.
His wife then comes running downstairs to his corpse, in horror, of course. Well, at least you won't have to deal with any of his shit anymore. Just throw all his bags of unused walnuts in the garbage, and the boxes upon boxes of lollipops that he probably had. Just toss it all. Forget about him. Move on. I'm sure there are a lot more better guys than him wandering around the Twilight Zone. Like, oh, I don't know, Rod Serling? She then picks up Talking Tina, who gives her this kind warning.
My name is Talking Tina, and you better be nice to me.
Be nice. Yeah, Mom. Be nice or you're next. She drops the doll in horror as Rod cuts in with his last thoughts on this madness, of course. Basically just to verify that, yep, Talking Tina is a murdering psychopath, alright, in the Twilight Zone, and nothing can stop her, I guess. So beware, folks, cause...
Especially a doll like Talking Tina, who did talk and did commit murder in the misty region of the Twilight Zone.
That's the end of the episode, which leads me to my final thoughts on what I believe should be in the top 10 of best Twilight Zones ever. It would be a hard list to make. The first time I saw this episode was as a Simpsons episode in one of the Tree Houses of Horror where Krusty the Clown doll was a possessed doll instead. I hadn't seen the Twilight Zone yet, so it started as that spoof that they were making of this episode. Now, a bit about the small cast that this episode had. They didn't even waste their time showing Christy's neighborhood friend. They just mentioned her that one time.
It's Linda.
May I take Tina?
Not outside. You can show it to Linda later.
Christy was played by Tracy Stratford, who, as I mentioned, appeared in a previous Twilight Zone episode, Little Girl Lost. She was the Little Girl Lost, and her name in that episode was Tina, oddly enough. After that, she would supply the voice of Lucy in A Charlie Brown Christmas. Then there's the wife, played by Mary LaRoche.
Great ass! And you got your head all the way up it!
Who again, as mentioned, was in a previous Twilight Zone episode. And I should definitely mention June Foray, who did the voice of Talking Tina.
My name is TalkingTina, and I'm going to kill you.
Primarily always a voice actress in many Warner Brothers cartoons, amongst a lot of other things. She has quite the IMDb credits list. And of course, there's the star of the show, besides Talking Tina of course, Telly Savalas, a big actor in his own time. Did a lot of movies and TV. Of course, the mentioned KOJAK. I'll personally always remember him from Kelly's Heroes with Clint Eastwood, and as the pilot of Capricorn 1. But trust me, he's done a lot of shit. The Dirty Dozen, for example, is another. And finally, I want to talk about Talking Tina herself, who was based on the popular Chatty Cathy doll at the time. The episode was written in one day by Jerry Soule, even though the credit went Jerry solely to one other guy, Charles Beaumont. So my big question, what happened to bring Talking Tina to life? Was it all in Kojak's head? One theory I read online, that it was the girl Christy projecting her fear of the stepfather into a doll to protect her and her mother. Like how the names Christy and Tina are both nicknames for Christine. And they both kind of look alike too. The hairdos are similar. Or the doll came to life on its own after meeting douchey Kojak and felt obligated to help this girl. Only how? That's for you, the viewer at home, to decide. This is the Twilight Zone, and we're not going to tell you everything. We'll tell you more than Hitchcock does. So that will do it for my look at Season 5's 6th episode, Living Doll. Another great and memorable episode of the Twilight Zone. Way to go, Rod Serling and company, and way to play a good douchebag, Kojak. A big thanks again to all my subscribers, and for all the comments. It's appreciated a lot, as usual. You know who loves you, baby. Adios for now, and I'll see you at the theater.
She got a great ass! And you got your head all the way up it!
When I think of asses, woman's ass, something comes out of me.